Huh?
Got full battery.
Good.
So you want to explain to the audience where we're going right now?
Well, there's this soda warehouse that our producer Dave told us about, and it's pretty close to the studio, so got some time to check it out. And apparently they have a pretty wide selection of sodas. I think they claim to have every single one in the world, but I don't think that's exactly true. But
going to be the test.
Sam's gonna stump him.
I just don't think they'll have like a weird like South African Coke or something, you know? Or
Yeah, but if they have Coke, does that count?
If it's not South African, it's not.
well, or like I'm sure there's weird like variations on sodas that I feel like they'd have to have it like. The Virgin root beer is it's pretty good. Root beer party keg.
Only
impressive.
$14.
Yeah, it's impressive. We got
Look at this.
Fentimans over there, which is good. Which is like a British thing. They make kind of traditional British beverages. Pretty good. We got the Pennsylvania Dutch, which is kind of a throwback to home. Not bad. We got the new lines of
Unique sodas.
We have
That's
some
hard to
unique
find
ones.
ones and stuff.
As a matter of fact, we even have a cucumber soda coming. This will be the first one out.
Oh, wow.
It is so delicious, I couldn't believe it.
Cucumbers.
And they're currently, it'll be called Mr. Cucumber. Yeah, and it's not like any other soda I've ever tasted. It was so good. But that's going to be 6 months.
yeah.
5 months, 6 months out in the future. But I will tell you, this type of business is for independent people. It is not for the supermarkets. I've had every supermarket chain, from Kroger's to Safeway, in here. I've had Whole Foods. I've had everybody in here trying to find out what we were doing, and their question is always the same: what are your 10 best sellers? And I said, well, in 10 years you'll find out. But the thing is, with them, they're not interested in how many different varieties they can carry. All they want to do is carry 1 or 2 items where they can get a share of the market and get the most they can. And what they wind up doing is selling their shelf space to the big bottlers. And so that's why you don't have any varieties in supermarkets. And it doesn't matter where you shop, whether you're in a department store or whatever, every square foot of shelf space is sold. That's why you have these boutiques in department stores and things like that. This country does not have freedom of choice anymore. And that's a big problem, because we're not making decisions anymore on what we're buying. Today, whoever has the money buys a shelf space and you buy what they have. 50 years ago, if you went into a grocery store, because we were a grocery store, and you said, I'm looking for Sea Glory tuna, I'll never forget this. And they had, Star-Kissed and Chicken of the Sea and all these other brands. And this lady came in and wanted Sea Glory tuna. Well, it was put out by this little tiny cannery here in Wilmington. And the tuna, I saw that tuna and I looked at it. It was packed with olive oil with a little garlic in it, and it was just a whole piece of tuna in that can. And I looked at that and I said, oh my goodness, no wonder why they want it. But you know what? They couldn't survive. It was a little tiny guy that was doing a better job, and Chicken of the Sea and Star-Kissed just killed them. And Van Camp's graded and whatever. But anyway.